Hi, everyone. Welcome to Confidently Char. I'm your host, Char Wilkerson. We've all heard the saying, I'll drink to that. My guest today literally gives us a reason to drink to that. Jeebyjuices. What are they? Najeebah Gray is going to tell us all about it. Hi, Confidently Char viewers. It's Char Wilkerson, your host again, and I have a wonderful, phenomenal young lady today, Najeebah Gray, who is the founder and patent holder of Jeebyjuices. Najeebah, tell us all about this wonderful product that you have in front of you, Jeebyjuices. Tell us from the whole gamut what it means, the acronym, and how the story got started. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so GB Juices was formulated at a time in my life where I found out the importance of health and wellness. Yes, it's GB Juice, and although my name is Najeebah, a lot of people think it's because of the name, and it's not. The acronym for GB is Juices Enjoyed Every Day by You. And because I had two very sick parents growing up, one who, passed from cancer and congestive heart failure, it made me very involved with my health because I want to be around many years to see my grandchildren, right? So
Correct.
what I did is I came up with a blend of juice. I found out about 2 years ago the benefits of juicing. And when I started, I was like over 200 pounds. And what I found out about juicing is a lot of times I couldn't lose weight because I was looking at it as a diet versus a lifestyle change. So as soon as I started putting those nutrients and those vitamins back in my body, what happened is my body came alive and kicked in my metabolism, and I was able to lose 40 pounds. And I'm always on the journey. I'm still, I'm a work in progress. However, these juices have literally saved my life. And so let me tell you a little bit about the juices.
Please.
They're 100% cold pressed, and they're through a hyaluronic process, meaning that we don't extract I don't extract any of the nutrients. Okay,
Okay.
so it's a cold pressed. All right. And there are four juices. We just launched four juices, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Here we go.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We're starting because in the heart of COVID, we're living in some real unprecedented times. The first juice I came up with was, I called it the anti-COVID. Disclaimer: I'm not saying you won't get COVID, but what I'm saying is, because so many people were falling victim to the COVID virus, I wanted to formulate something that would keep the immunity. Because I know you've heard that you boil the oranges and the ginger, that,
Yes,
yes, right?
I have heard that.
So this one here is infused with ginger, lime, loads of antioxidant. And what that does is it boosts the immunity. So if there was a chance that you may fall victim just to any sickness, well, at least we're working on the immunity, right? So, and this has been like one of my number one sellers. So I like that.
Okay.
This one here is a detox. I'm finding out, women, men alike, that one of their biggest concerns is cleansing the body. So what this does is cleanse the liver, the kidneys, and the intestinal tract. And once you cleanse those, what happens is the body can work more efficiently. Also, ladies, it gets rid of that belly bloat.
Oh,
So we might be looking at six packs by the summer.
oh, I need a whole case of that then.
All right, I got you, girl. I got you, girl. So what's inside the daily detox is basically it has vitamins, nutrients, fruits, and vegetables that actually stimulate the bowel system. So if we can get the bowel, a lot of times we're just struggling with having toxins and sorry to say, old fecal matter in our colon. So that kind of cleanses that process. And
Okay.
when you cleanse the gut, you cleanse the body, and the body can work more effectively.
Now, Najeeba, before you get to the other two, I want to talk more about the immune system and the immunity, especially because so much is going on now in our world and in our society, where we're battling the unknown almost. We're
Yeah.
still learning more and more about a pandemic that is fairly new within the last year or so. And
Yes.
a lot of people are really reluctant to take medicines or even, or go to the next step, which is maybe to get vaccinated. What do you feel is most important about juicing nowadays that, that could help a person feel a little bit more at ease? What is it about your GB juices that promise somebody, listen, I'm boosting my immune system, I'm getting healthier by the day, and I'm making sure that I prevent possibly catching something.
Okay. Well, again, when I talk about the immunity, we're talking about antioxidants.
Hmm.
What antioxidants do is they fight free radicals in your body. So think of it. You want to be armored if something, if someone, if that, if anything, decides it wants to, suppress your system. You want to be ready. And with these, I prefer to say more preventative measures. They're not cures. The more you juice, the more your body builds up its immune system and is able to fight off anything that may want to invade. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So
Wow.
I like to say it's like your armor, your guard.
Yes.
It stands right there saying, no, you can't get in. And it's just so many benefits from giving your digestive tract a break. Because if your body doesn't have to work hard to break down foods, then you're in the healing process, so to speak.
Absolutely. And
Mhm.
not only the sicknesses or illnesses that are airborne or contagious or however transmitted, you also have pollution, you also have stress, you also have work, you have so many things that are contributing to aging, prematurely aging the body or wear and tear of the body. So I really appreciate what you have right here. And when you said kidney and liver and the essential organs that make up the body. I really appreciate that. Tell us more about the detox, which is what I think a lot of
Oh,
women and men who are trying to jumpstart or trying to be a little bit more healthier leading up to a fitness regime could really appreciate.
okay. Well, the detox again, I like to say we're in spring into summer with this. A lot of times I think we put the cart before the horse and
Hmm.
we want to lose weight. We get on, New Year's, we get this resolution, I'm gonna lose these pounds before the summer. But unless you give your body an oil change, so to speak, it doesn't matter what you're put in. So I always say out with the old and with the new. So when you detox, whatever you're putting in, your body can absorb that. You understand? It can absorb it so much better.
Wow. So you're getting rid of so that you can kind of put in the new and the better and the reemergence of something more healthy. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
Clean,
gosh.
cleanse.
Cleanse, right?
Overall cleanse. You know how we cleanse in the spring? Yeah, we're
Yes,
cleansing.
spring, total spring cleaning. And isn't it amazing that
Yes.
we're 1 month into the new year? We're already 2 months, 3 months actually in from New Year. So a lot of us have started out with always started out with the new year with a new year resolution. Oh, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to drop the pounds. But a lot of us don't really take it seriously, or not that we don't take it seriously, but I think a lot of us are afraid. Like, what do we have to give up? What do we have to sacrifice? What do we have to sacrifice with GB juices?
Well, I really don't look at it as a
Okay,
sacrifice.
okay.
It's just basically how much do you want to optimize your health?
Hmm.
And I won't say, like, the joy is in the journey. It's not easy.
Hmm.
Change is gradual,
Hmm.
but if you can take a juice and replace a meal with it, I have so many clients to say, I don't like fruits and vegetables.
Hmm.
And a lot of times I don't believe that people just know where to start. So I always say that this is a good jump start.
Okay,
You can
okay.
get those nutrients, those vegetables, those fruits, those minerals, those irons in your body. So, not such a sacrifice, but change. It's
I
different.
love that. And you always you come up with the really most interesting mottos and sayings and little slogans that if your health is your wealth. And I know you say if you rest, you will rot.
Yeah, rest and
You
right.
rest, you rot, right?
Yeah. I don't want to ride.
We want
I'm
to be
sure many of
fresh.
us don't want to ride either.
No, we don't. I'm not
No,
ready to
we're
ride. I would
not
so
ready to
many.
ride.
I
No.
know for me personally, I would like to live the fullest. I can't control how long I live, but I can kind of invest in the process of how long I could live. So when you talk about juicing, when you talk about GB juices, I see this as a really wonderful, not an alternative, but a wonderful step in your meal process that can get you healthier, that you get to get you motivated, up and going, give you pep
Mhm.
in your step. We are also hearing too that fitness is the new sexy.
Yes, it is.
It's the
Yes,
new
it is.
sexy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
And
is.
I love this about GB Juices. Now, what are these other two guys that you have on the other side of you that you have not discussed yet?
Okay. So I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
So this one here is called my lean green. But what the lean green is, and it again, it's about helping your body help you. All right. So the lean green is infused with fat burning aid vitamins. There's ginger in there. There's your daily dose of kale in there. You have your cucumber, and we all know cucumber basically extracts water from the body.
Okay.
Rule of thumb: water in, water out.
Okay.
Water in, water out.
What is
So this will help anyone holding on to water retention. The ginger again revs up the metabolism and in turn burns fat.
Oh wow. And not
Mm-hmm.
only that, but it sounds so refreshing. When I think of cucumber, I think of
Yummy, yummy.
rejuvenation. I think of crisp and fresh. And these are honestly, Najiba, I can honestly tell you that I've been sipping on my GB juice right here, right?
Yes,
And it
yes,
is
yes.
absolutely delicious. Now, if I had a guest or somebody visiting me, this is something wonderful and refreshing that I would serve a guest.
Absolutely.
Something that would be a palate cleanser, something that would be a nice meal alternative. Hey, listen, we're not going to start with fattening, greasy, or heavy weighed down hors d'oeuvres. Let's start with something light and refreshing and something healthy. And we don't have to chew it. We can just sip it and enjoy
You
it.
can drink it.
Add a
Yes,
little ice, make a little spritzer or a little
make a
shake out
spritzer.
of it. I love these. What you've thought of is just really so phenomenal. I love that, especially during Women History Month,
Yes,
we get to discuss women like you who are making historical and keeping the legacy alive and keeping Black history alive. And you're kind of essentially ushering in a new lifestyle for our African American or people of color, no matter
yes.
what color you are. Really for all races and really all genders, and that's what I really, really love. So I wanted to just make that notation. This is delicious, all right. This is the I think the mean green that I'm trying. So
Yes, yes, yes,
viewers,
yes.
when I tell you that this is honestly the real deal, that Najeebah has really put her soul and life into this. So, what's the other one? Tell us about the other one. Tell.
Okay, last but certainly not least, this
Okay.
one is called the Green Machine.
Ooh.
Another thing, again, a lot of us have been sedentary, and
Mm-hmm.
and it's a holistic approach because a lot of times if mentally I can wrap my mind around getting up and being energized, especially with how we're living now with COVID and all,
Mm-hmm.
I formulated an energy booster.
Okay.
It's almost like having a green IV. You ever go to the doctor and you get an IV and it seems like you get your fluids and you come alive? I like to think of this as like a green IV, your green fluids. And inside of there, it's almost very much like your lean green, but I've
Mm-hmm.
tweaked the ingredients to give you that power boost, almost
Mm-hmm.
like if you were having your first cup of coffee in the morning,
Okay.
and you can use that again as a meal alternative. I must say, if you're gonna drink, this is not something you would probably want to drink in the evening unless you have to like work the 11 to 7 shifts.
Okay.
It's
I
and this
get
one is
you.
packed with nutrients, lots of nutrients. Again, your essential greens, your fruits, your vitamins, and the body has 102 minerals, and
Mm.
I've put about maybe 50 of that in here.
I love it. So not only are you a proprietor, a business owner, but you're also in the nursing field. So
Yeah.
you can appreciate remedying the body and healing
Yes.
the body and
Yes.
from the inside out, from the soul to the body, which is really important, right? So I'm
Yes.
going to throw a couple scenarios out to you, Najiba, and I want you to give me the answer to what would be the appropriate juice. So we have a young guy or gentleman who's just starting out his fitness journey, and he wants to be eventually buff, but he doesn't know where to begin. What's he going to start with a GB juice? Which ones are you going to push to him?
Oh, I would probably go with the lean green
Okay.
because
Okay.
although he may want to be buff,
Hmm.
rule of thumb, in order to build muscle, you have to get rid of the fat. So I would probably go with the lean green. So he would lean up, and potentially leaning up is buffing up.
I love it. Okay, so guys, you heard that. Buff up. You need the lean
Yeah,
green.
you see, I'm getting there a little bit too. Getting there.
All right, so we're going to go to the second one. You ready for this one? So
Sure.
we have a lady who is
Hmm.
just diagnosed with cancer, and she has been stressed and she has been not herself. Tell me what juice that you would recommend to our cancer patient who's newly diagnosed with something that she is unsure about, something that's scary as cancer, the C word. Tell us what juice she needs.
I immediately, when you said cancer, I would go for the detox
Okay.
and the immunity booster. Because what you want to do, say if she's diagnosed and she has just started chemotherapy kills the good cells in the body. So it's very important that we keep the immunity up. Again, your internal guard. The
Okay.
reason I say detox, because she wants to be cleansing that blood, kidney, and liver at the same time.
Hmm.
Also the gut. Studies shown, and although I'm in the nursing profession, I don't, want to give medical advice, but studies show that um, cancer or any other illnesses or diseases cannot live in an alkaline body. And with this detox, and along with the other four, is they bring the body from an acid base to an alkaline base. And when you're in the alkaline base, you can fight diseases. The body, it doesn't have anywhere to go. It can't attach itself. So no, it may not cure it, but what it would do is aid in the regeneration of cells. And that's what
Okay.
you want. Mhm.
Now, could you just kind of briefly touch on the difference between being alkalinic and being acidic? So for people who really aren't familiar with the terminology, could you what's the difference in what we want to be acidic, right?
We want to be alkaline.
Oh, we want to be alkaline.
Alkaline is energy.
Okay.
Acid base, yeah.
Okay. And so we want to be always
We want to be on
acidic.
the pH.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm. On the
Okay.
pH scale, there's acid being the low and alkaline being high.
Okay.
Alkaline in turn means energy.
Mhm.
Acid base means the lack of.
Okay.
So in the acid base, that means your pH is very low, and that if you were to get sick, even with your energy, you're wondering why I feel so lethargic or I'm not feeling. It's usually because the body's in an acid base. You want to
Okay.
be in more energizing base, just having
Gotcha.
that molecular function like running in your body.
Okay. Got you. Thank you for clarifying that because I'm really
Yeah.
not too savvy and I'm sure there are other viewers out there like, okay, what she mean by alkaline and acidic? So I thank you so much for clarifying that. So let's throw out a couple more. I have a couple more scenarios for you. So we have someone who is going through diabetes and suffering through diabetes and it could be hereditary or it could be type 2, it doesn't matter. But diabetic. What juice does a diabetic need?
Definitely the greens all day long.
The greens all day long. Okay.
Yeah. And the reason I say greens because in the greens there, I mean, although this is all pure sugar,
Mm-hmm.
it's fructose, it's not sucralose. So, but with the greens, I use green apple. And
Okay.
usually if you suffering with diabetes or you're pre-diabetic, the one thing the medical professionals say is no, not a lot of fruit,
Okay.
because that spikes your sugar. So the green would be, oh, that it's so amazing for people who actually I have a girlfriend who has diabetes,
Okay.
and her doctor is like, so like, what have you been doing? And she's been
Mhm.
drinking the green juices because we've got that sugar. We've actually regulated her sugar.
Wow. And I'm going to go back to that in a few minutes
Sure.
because you're helping so many people. And I know that you've told me testimonials. But I have one more scenario for you. We have an expectant mom. She just found out she's expecting. What juices does the expectant mom need?
I would definitely go with these three. You know, you
Okay.
want to be very careful of detoxing the baby because when you're with child, because you don't want to extract any, essential nutrients, but the immunity, she needs that. You have a
Hmm.
pregnant mother with the life inside of her. You know, only reason I say a little bit of the lean green, even though it has a little bit of fat burning, it has fat burning fat burning inside. A lot of pregnant women, what is the biggest thing that we worry about? And that's gaining excess
Gaining
weight.
excess
So
weight.
just want to keep her metabolism going while she's with child, and her vitamin in her green machine. Because when you're carrying a child, a lot of times you feel very tired because you're living for two, basically. You're eating for two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we want to make sure not just mom gets her vitamins, but baby too.
You have covered it all, and I want to say we're going to talk more. But Najeebah and Jeebyjuices have helped people with Barrett's esophagus,
Yes,
diabetes.
yes.
I know a wonderful friend of yours, Nezzy, has lost so many
Ines, yes.
pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Nez has lost so many,
Yes,
so shed so
yes.
many pounds. She's gotten so much
Mm-hmm.
healthier. And tell us what is next in the whole regime with GB juices. It's just starting, but it's becoming such a big rage, and everybody wants to know what the hype is about GB juices. And I can tell you that it's the real deal. That's number one. But I want to know what can we expect next.
Well, since you asked, I was going to keep it, but
Okay.
yeah, I want to go into skincare products as
Oh,
well
mm,
because, well, as we know, your skin is what? Your largest organ.
yes, it is.
So not only we really want to approach well-being from a holistic view. You want to be able to take care of the skin because a lot of times, it's almost counterproductive to be doing all these amazing things and putting all these nutrients in our body, and then we still use products that have parabens and other sorts that can in turn damage the body. So I'm thinking about GB Juice, Juice
Ooh,
Beauty Cosmetics,
I
and
love it.
again, that it would be paraben free, no animal cruelty, and I think you get the gist. So we take care of the inside and the outside as well, because your skin is your largest organ. That's how everything. Yeah.
Why? And you bring up another thing that made me think. Why wait until I remember just from working with you in the past, just working with you in cosmetics, and that's you have a
Yeah.
cosmetics background, and you also have a
Yeah.
nursing background.
Yes, I do.
You always say, I remember hearing you say very clearly that it's always less expensive to treat, to prevent than it is to cure.
Absolutely.
So you're preventing illnesses, you're preventing uh, not only the detriment of what could possibly be outside, out of your four doors, but you're treating it before it even starts.
Absolutely.
And I love it. And I can honestly tell you, tell us how can we order GB juices, and how can we learn more about what Najeebah is into, and what do you because everything you say, tell me, is going to be linked down below in my description box. But where can our viewers find more about information about GB juices? And I'm going to actually see if we can pull it up as well too.
Well, you can reach me on, you can definitely go, feel free to go on the website, gbjuice.com. I have a business Facebook page, which is Jeebyjuice, and kind of gives you a lot of the pictorial, and it gives you a little more in depth where you can read about Jeebyjuice. So,
Okay. Now I have pulled up. This is your video, Najeebah. This is your
okay,
live.
okay. Yeah, yeah. That's life, isn't it? Yeah. Actually remember that day. Yeah, it's very important to, you know, well-being is a two-part, actually a
Absolutely.
three-part. It's a three-part, mind, body, and spirit. So, yes, I'm an
So,
avid I'm avid for working out and keep, staying mobile. Because if you, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's, mhm, yeah.
It's not just eating right, but it's being active, right?
It's being active. Because
Hmm.
again, you have to remember twofold. You want to create a caloric deficit, you want to get your nutrients and energy in, but you also want to get moving. It's hard to hit a moving target. And when I say that, we're talking about excess weight, we're talking about illnesses, we're talking about hypertension, we're talking about anything that can come because of being sedentary that may formulate. So not only will, like, again, we're reducing, we're getting our nutrients, and we're getting moving. Because one of the biggest things I always say, if you rest, you will rot. You will rot, So we don't want to rot. We want to get moving.
I'm gonna be honest with you. In the beginning, when you would invite me, or I would see you with your workout videos and your workout, which is wonderful, and you were very generous to offer your busy time and schedule to try to get us more healthy and try to get us on the right track of things during quarantine, and so that we wouldn't be sedentary. But I would often find myself, and this is another thing, sometimes people go through depression. Sometimes people go through things that are beyond their control. Some people have lost their jobs, or some people are have gone to bed hungry. And I would see you working out just like I'm seeing you now, and I would want to, but something just I couldn't do it. I would watch it and lay in bed. But something about when you incorporate the GB juices, which I've been enjoying, and you get on board with things, you kind of get a little bit more happier.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
kind of see that, okay, wow. And I love the acronym juices enjoyed by you every day. I love it.
yes.
How you're motivating people.
Yeah, yeah. The longest distance is from the head to the body sometimes. So I struggle
Yes,
with getting out of the bed too, but I don't want to, I want to get moving. Life is about moving.
absolutely. Now I wanted to this is your website.
Yes. Yes.
Delightfully healthy juices. And this is where people can find you, right?
GB,
gbjuice.com.
gbjuice.com. And
And you
again, mhm.
tell us about the beautiful. Oh, $8. This is so affordable. You go elsewhere or in the juice bars, you go into the city, they want 10, 15, $20. You're offering such great product.
Yeah. I
The
I want,
detox.
yeah, yeah. I want it to be affordable. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
A lot of times in the urban community, it's not that people don't want to get healthy. It's, a lot of times the biggest thing it says it's costly. So I wanted it to be cost effective
Hmm.
where, they could, anyone could grab a GB juice if you hadn't had vegetables or fruits all day or all week for that matter. You could just grab a juice for $8. And I also have a GB Jumpstart program if you just want to get all four and get, double barrel everything. So
And I'm reading you take online appointments.
yes, I do.
Your hours Monday through Friday, 8 to 2, and everything they can see, everything that a client or a potential client wants to know about GB Juices. You go on gbjuice.com and you can see the hours. You can contact Najeebah by dropping her a line. I love this.
Yes.
Love
Yes.
this, love this, love this.
Yes. Yes. I actually employ clients to do an intake because, I want to know what it's sometimes it's not a one size fit all because again I told you about people with diabetes. We have to really watch their sugar intake. So with the intake form, it basically allows me to know a little bit about my client. What are
Hmm.
their health and wellness goals?
Hmm.
Is there any history of diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure? So when I can gather that information, it makes it easier for me to know what I should blend. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I do like I have a client who has stage 4 kidney.
Mm.
and it was on dialysis, and you know getting its beats, immunity, you know, and it's doing much better. So the intake form is just so I can be a little more up close and personal with a
Mhm.
client, because you may go in the store and you buy something and you say, well, what does this do? You can read the ingredients, but you kind of want to know how it's helping me, and is it helping me, or if it's tailor suited just for me.
You so you make custom juices as
Yes.
well. I love it.
Yes.
So
I
if
make
a
I make custom blends. Yes.
great, I
Hmm.
love it. Any other thing that you like to share with my confidently sharp viewers and with the world? What's your advice? What's your advice leading up until spring and summer and all throughout the rest of the year on whatever you want to give your advice on? What's your advice?
Just to remember that health is wealth, and you want to live to you want to eat to live, not live to eat. I just know
Mhm.
that we grow up in a society where food has been the catalyst for a lot of you know conditions people suffer with. So, and I also want to say sometimes it's not what you're eating, it's what's eating you. So sometimes you just kind of address, well, what am I feeling when I'm reaching for that bag of potato chips, or what am I feeling or when I want to eat three slices of chocolate cake. And what you'll find is there's always a root to the branches, and if you can just tap into, like, this is going to be a lifestyle change, because diets, let's face it, we all start diets and they don't work, but just incorporating holistically mind, body, and spirit. It's not really what you're eating, it's usually what's eating you. So I say if you address what's eating you, you'll address what you're eating.
You have heard it. If you address what's addressing you or what's eating you,
You can address
you
it.
can solve any problem. And
Absolutely.
GB Juices, I can tell you honestly, is where it is. She has four different main drinks that she has. She has the detox, the green machine, the lean green, and she also has the immune booster. So I can't see how anybody can lose with this. I can see honestly your juices in nursing homes. I could see them in gyms. I could see them so many different places. And I think that is going to do a really, really wonderful job. I think this is just the beginning for you. And I know that I'm looking forward to see what GB Juices and Najeebah has going coming forward in the future, what you have to offer us
Yes.
and the world, because this is just beginning. It's really going to get big. I can tell you. I
Oh,
can tell you.
hey. I received that.
Yeah. So once again, confidently sharp. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Najeebah, before we leave? Before I
Yes, I just want to thank you for your time and giving me an opportunity to display to our viewers these products, because these products literally saved my life. And my prayer is that it would help save someone else's. Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. And I really thank you for taking time out of your busy, super duper busy schedule because I know that you have orders to fulfill
Yeah,
and you have
deliveries
clients
today.
that you. Yes, and I've been so anxious to get on the Zoom with you and to talk to you and have a client and have the confidently sure viewers know more about what this phenomenal young lady named Najeebah Gray is doing in our Philadelphia community. And I feel like it's going to be go global. I really do. I
Yeah.
just you have the personality that has a get up and go and the drive, and you're a blessed woman. And this is just the beginning for you. And I
Thank
before we go,
you.
I want to show something. I want to see if I can share this. I want them to see. And for me, you've always been absolutely gorgeous, but I want people to see.
Here you go. I can see you now. Yeah, that was me. Um, well, in that picture, I think it was a very, very difficult time in my life. I was over 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh. And you may not have looked like you weighed 200 pounds, but you knew and you felt it, and you didn't feel like you could be. You didn't feel your best, and I
No.
could just hear from how you're saying it. You didn't feel your personal best. Look at on the picture on the right. Look how confident and how happy and successful you look. This is wonderful, phenomenal. And when you put the hard work in, you can't just wish upon a star. Well, it's good to wish and it's good to want things and dream, but when you put hard work and when you put dedication into something, you see end results, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Ah,
100%. Yes,
well, Najeebah, this is not
pleasure.
the end of the journey. I'm looking forward to many, many, many more interviews with you and
Yes.
brand new, seeing what brand new ventures you're going to get into, and just to hear your success stories because you're really successful right now. But I can see that it's going to be bigger than what your mind can even imagine. So,
Thank you.
confidently sharp viewers, everything that you need to know about Najeebah Gray and Jeebyjuices will be linked down below in the description box. Please like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and reach out to us. Reach out to
Yes.
Najeebah. Reach out to me. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. And
Mm-mm.
the sky's the limit if you put your mind to it. And there's nothing to it but to do it. And say your famous motto.
If
I know
you
you have so
rest,
many.
if again, I can reiterate, if you rest, you will rot. And I also say you can drink until you shrink, you know? You don't have to go on to any crazy bad diet. Just drink your greens, drink your vegetables, give that digestive tract, a break, and you'll start to heal from within and then it'll show from outside.
You have made me feel so wonderful today, and I cannot wait to
Thank you.
order more GB juices from you. And I'm going to eventually share some success stories with me because I'm currently above what I should be, but I'm going to start.
You're beautiful.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful. Yeah.
But I'm going to start and reinvest in myself and invest in GB juices and let you know how far I get.
All
So
right.
thank you, Najeebah, and we
You're
really
welcome.
and viewers, I hope you've enjoyed yourself and stay tuned because I have a special message for you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
There you have it, Najeebah Gray, GB Juices, juices enjoyed by you every day. Everything that you need to know about Najeebah and where to find GB Juices will be linked down below in the description box. I'd like you to like this video, share it, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. That way YouTube moves this video along. I'm confidently Char and I'm here in Philadelphia. You never know who I'm going to talk to, you never know what I'm going to do, but you can rest assured that you're always welcome here with me, Confidently Char. And I'll see you next time.